Welcome to Drummers Paradise, a place for drummers to connect and get to know what drives their passion for groove. Please feel free to join our growing community by hitting that like and subscribe button and turning on that notification bell. Please also recently, we have been, hey Adam?
Added to Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Spotify.
So make sure you go to Drummers Paradise Podcast, sign up for Spotify, and tune in.
Yeah, and at the RSS feeds, so you can check us out there as well. Now let's get into it. Today joining us, we have a very energetic and passionate drummer coming today from Bradford, Ontario. Please welcome Chelsea. You might recognize her from killing it in bands such as Death Club and It Cometh. We're stoked to sit down with her today and find out what pushes her passion for groove. But first, let's check out this video of her crushing at the kit.
Here we go. Wow, Chelsea, that was sick, eh?
Thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot.
Great drummer. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
No problem. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are so accommodating. Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. Now, where'd you grow up? Where'd you come from?
I grew up in Bradford. Big family. I have 4 other siblings. Yeah. Family's always been musical, so it was pretty natural for me to follow in musical path, I guess. Just explore. I had a lot of like creative freedom in our home. We had a lot of space and time to just mess around. So
that's nice.
Yeah, a lot of support.
That's good.
Yeah. So born and raised Bradford, moved around for a bit. London, Barrie area, Aurelia for a bit, and now back to Bradford.
Nice. Hometown.
Yeah.
Cool.
Small town kid.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's good. It's changed there now.
So much. Yeah.
You're right. It's growing so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you say some influences in your life that got you into playing drums?
Yeah,
How old were you?
I was really angsty when I picked it up. So my brother the story goes, my brother broke my acoustic guitar that I got for Christmas. So the vengeance was to play his drums. And just started trying out songs I liked, like Nirvana and AC/DC, and got more into like metal. Begged my dad for the double kicks. We went to Just Drums. It was amazing. We swindled him into getting like a Pearl double kick pedal.
Ooh, Eliminator?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
that was just the basic one, like with a single chain. It was just low end, but you know, it was big for us. And I started ripping up some Metallica and Pantera, definitely.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
How old were you?
I was about 15, 16 when I very first started.
Yeah.
And then once I got a little more adventurous, like I think around 17, 18 was when I got into like Lamb of God and started trying out like the really tricky kick pedal stuff, right?
Chris Hadler, right?
And Poison the Well.
Yeah. Just saw them recently in Toronto.
Yes,
awesome.
I know. I wish I went. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I saw them back in London one time. But yeah, that would have been a good one, the anniversary tour.
Yeah, that's what. No, did you go to London?
Yeah. No, I had Toronto.
It was the Toronto show.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sweet. So what kind of kit do you play on? Tell us a bit about your gear, sticks, cymbals,
So
snare
right
drum.
now, well, each band has their own kit now. I have a dedicated kit for Death Club. I have a dedicated kit for Cometh. It's kind of because I'm lazy. But it helps for one stays at the studio and one goes on the road, right? So that kind of helps. So cymbal-wise, I like Sabians. I have a couple AAX. I luckily have like a nice HH Ride, the 22-inch power bell. Nice. I like the AAX Stream China. Nice. I have a couple splashes. I play around with like, one time I had a K custom, but mostly stick with Sabian. And what else? The Demon Drive pedals is what I like right now. Okay. I've had those for like 12 years now. I've held on to them. I've been trying to take better care of them, learn about maintenance and stuff.
Have you used Demon Drive?
I've never.
Sorry, not Demon Drive. The
Direct Drive?
No. Why am I forgetting the name of my pedals? That's so nerdy.
It's okay.
The Tama
Iron Cobras?
Speed Cobras.
Speed Cobras, yes. They're the longboard.
Thinking of my goals. Right? I'm not thinking of where I'm at. Yeah, stay humble.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Yes. But yeah, they're still kicking. I've had to replace like the beaters a few times, but yeah, it's something that I'm comfortable with right now, staying with that, with the Tama. So.
Cool. And what kind of snare drum?
Right now it's just like a stock. I have the birch just with the stock, the Pearl Vision, or I have the Slipknot kit that has like this steel one that I just started using. So it's nice, yeah.
Nice. How do you like the steel?
It seems loud.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a bit run down. Like I had a friend of mine, Jackson. He helped me. Like, really, we babied it. We put some new chains on it and tightened up the skin, and we really did some labor on like all the lugs and stuff and cleaned it up. But it's still a bit loose. Like it'll pop off every single show. I have to like retighten it one, right? Yeah. Got one right by my leg, but.
Regular maintenance, but other than that, it's a nice drum. You like that?
It seems good.
Good.
That's good to go.
And what drums do you play?
Sorry?
What kind of drums are you playing?
Like it's a Pearl.
Pearl.
Yeah. So the Pearl Slipknot kit, I forget if that's it's not a Vision. Anyway, the red one's a Vision, and then the Slipknot one. It was a gift, so
Cool.
I don't know. It's new to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it.
Right
it's
on.
orange, so it's like fiery, right?
Okay, bright. Attention. Yeah. Cool. I like it.
So tell us, are you self-taught or have you had any educational lessons of
really self-taught. I took about a handful in college. I thought I had money for a minute with OSAP, and then I got like six lessons from an Afro-Cuban guy. He showed me, the gists of like these are rudiments. These are why you want rudiments for some. So I started buying my own packages. Like I got stick control book. I started like studying that page, just working through diligently, like each BPM, and just made my own little circuit. And now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like trying to get new techniques, like, YouTube's my friend. I'm learning about different hand techniques or ankle. Took actually a couple like lessons from a guy, Cam Fleury. He's a really great drummer out of London. He has a cool double bass like seminar that I ran through for a bit. Kind of taught me the difference between the ankle technique and some more like heel up kind of stuff. Build some endurance. And but you can't. Like I couldn't really buy my way in. Like you got to put the time in. You can't
time.
Just get.
That's all it is. Practice.
So,
Practice. Just doesn't come, right? No. So with so much information out there now, where do you suggest people go to get instruction and information to learn to play drums? Yeah,
I feel like I really follow the footsteps of people that I see online. So and especially if they're Canadian, I really try to like support that. So Canadian teachers. So Drumeo leads me to that. I bought the subscription for I think 2 years and just went through some of their little segments.
It's useful,
really
very
self-directed
useful
is really where I'm at. Just kind of keep it open-ended and go with what feels like it's relevant at the time.
Right.
What do you feel are some of the key elements to developing a solid foundation?
Yeah, I think having some intention behind the sound you want to emulate. So when I was really into Pantera, I thought, well, how can I get these deep, heavy tones? So I would look into like just strategizing like drum fills and like what's it called, like patterns or just kind of just knowing my flow and just practicing and getting up to speed. So it's slowing it down, just staying where I'm at, and just really looking at clips and seeing what looks awkward, where I can. Just paying attention to what needs to happen to look like someone else that I really look up to, right?
Right. Nice. And you know what time it is now, eh?
It's the Paradiddle Challenge time.
Are you ready for this?
Let's do some stretches.
Here we go.
I think you're going to do well.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. We're going to cut to that. We'll be right back. Here we go. So we'll start you off at 100 BPM and work your way up.
All right.
Good luck.
Game face.
Oh yeah, you got that.
Yeah, she's on that.
Let's do 120 and see if we got 120. Here we go.
Go into my happy place now.
120.
120.
You got it. 140, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, we're going to try you at 160.
160.
Ooh,
it's a little rocky, Want to try 150?
Yeah,
150 for the win.
Yeah. Did that move?
No, it's 150 now.
Okay.
Yeah, you had it at first. You maintained it. So I think a 150 is a comfortable. Congratulations. That was great.
Congrats. Good job.
Awesome.
So, what single piece of advice can you give a drummer when it comes to wanting to start learning how to play metal on drums?
Yeah, because everyone has their own unique challenges or obstacles, right? So I think really for metal, because it seems like such a mountain, I think it's just really about just keeping a pace and just really finding the style that makes sense to you, and also just listening to your band and really finding where not to overcrowd, because when a guitar is doing something really important, you don't want to muddy that all the time. So I've really had to sit back and find where is the accent truly, and where's somewhere to embellish, and where's to, move forward on that.
Nice.
Again, with metal, just being really sensible about your speed and not overexerting yourself, and really doing stretches is something important to me too. Just really staying sensible and like aware of my body and what is too much and what's too tense and what's going to set me back for a few weeks when I'm recovering, right?
Right. Yeah, you don't want too much strain on yourself, repetitive motion, especially playing that fast, right?
Yeah. You can get so hyper into the moment in a jam for like 6-8 hours, but at that point, then I'm off for the next couple of days.
It doesn't make sense.
The consistency,
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
So what do you think are the 3 most important rudiments every drummer should be locked in with?
Wow. We're truly just your single stroke roll. You got to be, that's the bee's knees. I think the paradiddle and the paradiddle diddle is something I've really enjoyed locking in. So I tried that actually on a couple songs, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, when you learn the rest on the second, and then you bring in a paradiddle, and all of a sudden I was genting. I was like, oh, if you apply it on a kit, you can make it groovy, right? And another time I tried a paradiddle diddle in like the chorus of a song for my old band Debbie on Fear. I was like, yeah, it just makes it locks if you're really able to lock it into a groove. I think that can really help out, make things a little interesting and also efficient, because you're coming out on the hand you need to come into a crash. So, yeah, just paying attention to patterns.
Now, why don't you tell us about the journey of, becoming to play drums and then getting into playing live shows and concerts and things like that, maybe some festivals?
The journey. Yeah, I really set a goal a couple years ago. Coming out of COVID, I really thought it was important to really just hustle and try to show up as much as possible to make up for some lost time. If people don't know, like I really truly started drumming after my son was born. And that's kind of the avant-garde thing. I was like, no, my kid's here. I need to live my life. And so I dove in fully. And so just taking gigs, fill-ins, reaching out, knowing, 3 to 6 months to have a bit of patience on things, wait 2 to 4 weeks to hear back, and then just start to line up those weekends that make sense, that are not, the same city side by side, but maybe a bit of a jaunt, and then kind of circle back. So that was kind of our strategy in the past 2 years. And now I think our kill count for Death Club is somewhere close to like 50 for shows at this point. And Cometh will pepper some in more like regionally, like a little more local.
Yeah. So you guys are like, especially like in Southern Ontario and stuff, you guys work it, you definitely put the craft in, you put the time in, and you're out there doing it,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are fishers. Like I dated a fisher, and it's basically like as long as you're showing up and you just keep the line in the water, right?
You're going to get something.
If you just keep showing up, you're going to catch a fish. So that's kind of it. If you just keep playing shows and hopefully you meet some people and you just keep in touch the best as you can, and
that makes sense.
Build your
network.
Yeah.
Right. That does make sense.
Yeah. So then we put in a couple bigger bids, obviously for Rye Fest, which is coming up in August. That's a cool one. We got to talk to them and got waitlisted, but when we finally got in and we're able to ride that wave a bit, and now that's kind of like our year highlight, really. Yeah, August 9th, that's going to be dope.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's going to be the target. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's take this time right now to let everybody know what you got going on this year. Like, do you have any new music coming out?
Yeah, ideally.
Music videos, anything?
It's so hard. Record? Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to touch wood. But we really want to record our Cometh album. We've been pressing, writing for about 2 years. We had a new member join, so now it's like go time. Now we're ready to just press it. Once I get the last final details and a couple more jams, a bit more power.
Were you recording it?
We're going to record with Klaus, our guitarist. He's an engineer, so we'll just take some time to cut those tracks, about 8, I think, 8 more. And then, Death Club has like a follow-up EP on the way.
Nice.
So
Exciting.
ideally this year it should be wrapped up, but you can't set deadlines or something happens.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I
true.
find out.
But you got a lot of exciting things happening this year, and that's super sweet.
A lot of stuff up here. I have a hard time really tuning into like other music in the car because I'm scared I'm going to forget my beats. I don't know.
Right. Now, you've brought a tune today that you wanted to share with everybody, I think, right? Well, we're going to cut to that now, and we'll join everyone back in a second.
Sick.
Are you guys here to see Death Club tonight? Fuck no!
Miserable fucking nightmare. I miss the way you care. I used to miss the way you fucking treated me. Drag you to despair. Drag you through the marsh. I like to see you try to be me now. Commiseration on my right to hate you. Fight you, make you fail.
Love is dangerous, too late, 'cause now we're fading. You say there's nothing changing us, I don't wanna stay, just take me home.
That was great. That was a good tune.
That was awesome, too.
Yeah,
Heavy.
It's heavy.
Absolutely. Great drumming.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you, Chelsea, for making this so much
Yeah.
fun today.
So good.
We truly appreciate you coming in and wish you all the best on the year
Yeah,
and
you
everything you
too.
got coming out.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Absolutely. And if anyone's interested in checking out any of It Cometh or Death Club, all the links are below in the description. Check it all out. Absolutely.
Yeah. Chell Fire, right?
Yes. Chow Fire.
Check it out on YouTube.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And until next time, everyone.
Keep grooving and have fun.
And remember to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell
Oh, yeah. See you next time.
in paradise.